All right, today, hello, my name is Larry Johnson, and today we are doing the chemical and physical reaction experiment. And in this experiment, you're basically testing different hypotheses of what will happen if you mix this, and that, or if just basically simple chemical and physical reaction experiment. So your materials for this is you need sodium carbonate, sodium lactrate, iron, aluminum. Need a yellow number 5 food coloring, which should come in this box right here, the Sweater food coloring. You need number 1 blue food coloring, which will come in here as well. You need magnesium ribbon, copper sulfate solution, sodium hydroxide solution, hydraulic acid solution, and one with a very long P word solution. The equipment that you need from the kit is the polyester test tubes, test tube rack, 10mm graduated cylinder, which is right here. You also need an electric balance, which we also used in the past experiment. You need a thermometer, tea candle, 4 clips, 250mm beaker, 2 plastic cups, medicine cups, 5 weight bolts, and a ruler. And always gloves, goggles, and an apron, just for safety. All right, now we're gonna get it started. Oh, and also on the side, you also need sugar, table salt, ice cube, matches, and sandpaper. But for this first one, we're just doing activity 1, which we'll only have enough time for. And I'll do the other activities afterwards. So for activity 1, all you need is your test tube rack, 2 test tubes, hydraulic acid, and also sodium carbonate. So to start it off, you're gonna get your 2 test tubes, you're gonna put them in the rack. Then after that, you need 2 milliliters of hydraulic acid. So I'm gonna put this right here on the table so I can get an accurate reading of the hydraulic acid. You just let it drip. Drip, drip, drip. Make sure not to drip too fast, because if you don't want to go over and end up wasting some of the solution. So nice steady drips is what's gonna get the job done today, guys. Just a couple of more. Drip, 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 drip. All right, that's 2. You're gonna get your test tubes, and you're gonna pour that 2 milliliter in there. Just like that. You're gonna put it back in the rack. Now you wanna make sure your test tube is clean and doesn't have the same acid or chemicals from this past one in there. So you're gonna put a little water, a little cleaning solution in there. Oh, got a little spill. Make sure you don't spill. Put that in there and just rinse it out a little bit. Make sure it's completely dry. Wipe up your area. Then on to test tube number 2, which you will put 2 milliliters of sodium carbonate in. And just like the first one, I'm gonna drip all the way to 2. I'm gonna drip a little faster this time, just to be able to get the activity done. There we go. Then you're gonna grab the test tube, pour it in there, put it back on your rack. Clean that out. Put that in there in a waste containment center. All right, now for step number 5, you want to record the color of the content, and both of these are clear. Now you want to make sure you don't get them confused, so you got to make sure which hand you pick them up with. It can be a little tricky at first. Nice and steady wins the race. Okay, after that, you're gonna type it into your computer, clear, whatever color you get. I got clear, they were both clear. After that, you're going to use the thermometer that you have. Pop this open. I'm gonna put it in there, in the test tube, and let it sit. And see what you get. Now I'm making sure I don't go over 5 minutes on here, or over 6 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. There we go. So you get that, you clean that up, wipe it off. After that, you're gonna combine both of the test tubes. You're gonna put this in there and mix it up a little bit. After that, you're gonna let that sit for a little while. Put the thermometer in there, and test the temperature of both of them after you combined it, and make sure you write that down. And then you're gonna go back and you're gonna do the same thing with HCl and NaCO3, and from there, that will be activity 1. You go back and you write everything down in your data sheet and chart, and that's activity 1. My name is Larry Johnson. Thank you.